Hey guys, welcome back, or welcome if you are new. I hope you're having a fantastic day. In today's video, I want to share my top 5 current favorite candles that I am utilizing to create a really warm, cozy, and inviting fall vibe in my house. I am someone who loves inclement weather. Like, I was born on a cold, dreary, rainy November day, and I feel like that has just always stuck with me. I know a lot of people really enjoy the summer months because you can, be outdoors amongst nature, swimming, hiking, doing all the things. I think that's fantastic, but it's not my favorite time of the year. I love living in Oregon because there is nothing more lovely in my world than a really dreary, rainy fall evening. My favorite thing to do at almost 47 years old is to stay home, light some beautiful candles, plop myself down on the couch, turn on the fireplace, cover myself with a fuzzy blanket, grab a pug, put Pug in my lap, and then just enjoy my house. I love this house. I am such a homebody at this point in my life. Listen, I love to go out and whoop it up as much as the next guy, but honestly, at this point, I love staying in. I love creating a warm, cozy, and just really inviting vibe in my house. And this year I have 5 candles that I have been kind of rotating through on these cold, rainy Oregon evenings. And I want to share these with you guys today. I think these are some of the best scents to kind of set the mood for that warm, cozy type of vibe. But I would also like to actually do this video as a little bit of a tag situation. So if you are also a content creator here, either on YouTube or maybe you have an Instagram page, I would love to see what your top 5 favorite cozy fall evening fragrances are. I love to be inspired by others. Maybe there's something that I'm missing in this little lineup here. But yeah, I would love to see others do either a video or an Instagram post or something kind of sharing their favorite cozy home fragrance options. So yeah, definitely tag me if you decide to share your favorites, because I would love to see what you guys recommend as well. And if you are not a content creator, I still want you to comment in the comments down below, maybe 2 or 3 fragrances that you use to create that warm, cozy vibe in your house as well. So anyway, I'm really excited to share these with you guys. I'll go ahead and link them in the description box down below. If you want to look any of these candles up yourself, the information will be down there. But without further ado, let's get into these 5 candles that I have absolutely been loving this fall and that have created the most maximum cozy vibes for fall 2025 here in this house. So let's get into it. Before we actually get into the first candle here, I want to briefly mention that I have actually been using the HomeWorks the wall plug-in diffuser things. I was gonna say wallflowers, but that's a Bath and Body Works term, but you know what I'm talking about, the little diffuser plug-in things. I had some refills of the white birch fragrance, so I decided to put one in our kitchen nook area and then the other plug-in over by our entryway area. So that actually covers a good bulk of the downstairs of the house. And I really particularly love how the white birch has interacted with all 5 of these fragrances. So if you happen to have some of those HomeWorks diffusers, try mixing specifically white birch with some of these fragrances. So good. Now, also in the evenings, my Scentsy warmers have been on. So I've had some different Scentsy, cycling throughout those warmers as well. I'm going to do a whole separate video about my favorite, cozy evening fragrances in terms of wax melts as well. So that video will be coming down the pipeline here. But I wanted to mention that specifically because I just really love how that white birch has been playing, like I said, with all 5 of these fragrances. So the first candle that I'm going to mention, I actually have to thank Drew for this obsession, because Drew was the one who first pointed out that Snif was coming out with this candle, and he was like, girl, you just wait. I think we're both gonna love this one. And I was like, yes. Tell me all about it. Please tell me all about it. And Drew could not have been more right. I have absolutely fallen in love with the Snif Mornings at Leavon. So obviously this isn't aptly named for an evening burn, but listen, I will burn this one any time of day, but it is particularly lovely in the evening. Oh my gosh, you guys, this scent, I've already reviewed this candle, right? And so if you missed that review, I'll link it down below. But in the video, I just kind of kept talking about how this smells exactly like you're walking into a bakery. And people kind of kept asking for like some further clarification on that. And I really don't know of a better way to explain this candle than to continue to say, like, it's literally like you are walking into a bakery. You smell all the things. You smell bread. You smell cookies. I feel like somewhere in the background, even though it's not really listed, I smell like coffee brewing. There's something really special about this fragrance that just captures the entire essence of walking into a bakery slash coffee shop. It is heavenly. Now, it's great in the mornings, don't get me wrong, but I also have loved this one in the evenings, especially alongside that white birch. It gives it more of almost like a holiday type vibe, but I cannot tell you how much I love this fragrance, you guys. I already have another backup of it, and I'm imagining that Snif is going to be doing some sales around Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and if there is a good sale on the website, hands down, I will pick up another 4-wick of Mornings at Leavon. And then I will have 2 full backups, plus this one, which I'm already halfway through. I cannot get enough of this. This is one of those fragrances that I will never be without it. I have a few fragrances that I just, at my core, I'm like really attached to. For example, Homeworks Harvest Leaves. If that ever went away, I would be crushed. If this ever went away, I would be absolutely devastated. Listen, if you haven't tried this, and if you are looking for a full bakery experience, you're gonna need to try this. It is absolutely incredible. And it makes a really great cozy fall evening scent. And this is a powerhouse, you guys. It should be. It's a 4-wick. It's obviously a monster. It's almost as big as my head. I think my head is still bigger. But yeah, listen, it's a big mama jama and very slow burning. This is a very slow burning candle. I've been burning this forever, and I'm just now at the halfway point. Telling you, you have to try this scent. They also have the little votives available now. I don't know. I would suggest just not messing with the votives. Just either go for the like 8, I believe it's 8.5 ounce, or if you really want to commit, go for this bad boy. Telling you, so good. All right, the next fragrance is from Bath & Body Works. I actually have 2 from Bath & Body Works. Acorn Lane. Listen, I need to get in store because apparently this one is now 75% off. If you have not gotten your hands on this, now would be the time to do that, because that's a really good price point for Bath & Body Works. So I definitely need to head in store at some point and see if I can find more of this. But oh my gosh, something about this fragrance, and I don't know exactly what it is, but it just speaks to my soul. It is somewhat sweet. It's definitely nutty. Well, we have the notes. Let's read through the notes. The notes are autumn leaves, warm cinnamon, and crisp gala apples. not a mention of a nut in here, but this definitely smells nutty to my nose. It's almost like, it's got a little bit of like a leaves type vibe to it in a way. It's not entirely leaves. Leaves is its own little thing, but I feel like maybe that like sweet nectar type note is also present in here. Also the like autumnal leaf reference, you obviously have that in here. But there is a nuttiness here that I just think is so just warm and cozy smelling. I adore this, like with a burning passion. I ended up buying, I think, 6 of this one. And that is really saying a lot at this point, because if you guys have been here for a few years at this point, you know that I am kind of trying to be a reformed former candle hoarder. I still have those tendencies, believe me. Every time that I think something that I love is going away, I immediately like, oh, I can't go away. Like I need more, like I have to have it for all eternity. But reality is, listen, sometimes stuff gets discontinued. I have no idea if this is coming back next year, but I can tell you that if it does, I will immediately probably go and buy another 6. I'm also planning on enjoying this one throughout the holidays as well. So yeah, I don't know that I'll have very many leftovers after this fall and holiday season, but I'm just gonna cross my fingers that this one makes its way back, because it is perfect for a cozy fall evening. Again, this one also pairs really well with the white birch. Such a good combo. All right, I actually have one more Bath and Body Works candle, and this is an old staple. I was kind of going between Marshmallow Fireside and Cranberry Woods, but listen, Cranberry Woods to me has always been my like favorite, one of my favorite cozy like holiday evening scents. I should probably do this video for the holidays as well. In fact, I think I'm going to. We're gonna do another version here probably towards the end of November. But yeah. I ended up picking the Marshmallow Fireside because I do think this is an absolutely amazing fall evening fragrance, especially if you have a fireplace situation. There's something about the little bit of smokiness from this one combined with that ooey gooey sweet marshmallow. It has just always rocked my world. I have never thought of this one as cloying. I have just always thought of it as warm, inviting. It creates that cozy vibe so easily. And I have loved burning this one alongside. And listen, this is actually not a super popular fragrance, I feel like, for most people at Kringle, but I love pairing Marshmallow Fireside with Warm and Toasty. Listen, this is also a marshmallow fragrance. Does this one have the notes on the bottom? Oh, it does. Okay, so the notes on the Warm and Toasty are cedar, smoke, sweet, marshmallow, amber, and sugar. This is very sweet. I do think that maybe some people could consider this one a little bit cloying. I think it's actually, in a weird way, a little sweeter than Marshmallow Fireside, but it is the smoke note in this one, and I think the cedar that kind of throws some people off. It's quite a bit of cedar in this one. And then the smoke actually smells a little bit faintly of like liquid smoke mixed with actual like smoky embers. So it's different from Marshmallow Fireside, but kind of in the same family as it. And honestly, they pair incredibly well together. Now, this one here is obviously unburned. I have a few of these. So for the last couple of evenings, I've been burning Marshmallow Fireside, which is also currently during the middle of the day lit downstairs. So I left that one lit downstairs and just grabbed this one from my back stash. But yeah, I am loving these two together in the evening. And again, adding in that white birch in the background is just chef's kiss, you guys. Such a great like trio of scents, and definitely something that I will be repeating probably throughout the holidays as well. But yeah, this, not everybody loves warm and toasty, but man, I love warm and toasty, and I'm a little bummed that not everybody loves it as much as I do, because the likelihood of Kringle discontinuing this at some point in the near future is probably pretty high. So I would definitely consider picking up a few more of these 4 wicks if it does end up getting clearanced out, because again, this is one of those scents where I would be really sad if it went away. But I also understand, you know, that new things are going to come out in its place, and I might find something that, I don't know, that potentially I love even more. We'll have to wait and see. But for the time being, the combination of warm and toasty and marshmallow fireside, I think is a must try. If you don't like warm and toasty, at the very least, get you some marshmallow fireside, because I'm pretty sure that's pretty universal and most people tend to love that one. So the very last fragrance that I'm going to mention is a scent from Homeworks. Now, I could have gone with Leaves because I love it, but you guys know that I love Leaves. But a fragrance that I love just as much as Leaves that maybe I don't mention quite, Harvest Leaves. Harvest Leaves, okay, totally different. Leaves from Bath and Body Works is one thing. Harvest Leaves from Homeworks is an entirely other thing. So sorry if there was any confusion about that, but yeah, I'm talking about Harvest Leaves from Homeworks. That is one of my holiest of grails when it comes to both fall and holiday candles. But the one that I love just as much is actually their Autumn Pumpkin, which is one of the OG scents from Homeworks. Back when Homeworks first launched over at QVC in, I think it was 2017, could have been 2016. Listen, I feel like the last decade has just been a jumble of like, just a bunch of stuff happening. There's been a lot of stuff happening over the last 10 years. And so sometimes time is just, it's a weird thing. But anyway, we all know that around 2017, Harry launched the Homeworks brand over on QVC. And this was one of like the first like falls that they were out on QVC. Fell in love with Autumn Pumpkin. If you have never smelled this, you need to. It is so warm, so cozy. It's a really, really special fragrance. Ooh, you can tell this is an older one because it's got these little, how old is this one? Ooh, it's a 2019. I always treasure these older Homeworks candles in my collection because the ones that have been marinating for years are so potent, you guys. There's something about letting Homeworks candles sit. They should absolutely come to you ready to burn, but I had so many of them over the years that there just was no way for me to burn them all, you know, during a single fall or even holiday season. So, you know, some candles sat from year to year, and I got to a point where I started like burning the newer candles instead of the older ones because I could smell that the older ones were really developing nicely. And I was like, I'm just gonna let them go another year. And I tell you what, works out really well for Homeworks for sure. But the notes on this one, let me tell you what the notes are. Pumpkin, orange, cardamom, cinnamon, clove, nutmeg. It has everything that you need for a cozy fall evening. The pumpkin note, absolute perfection. The spices, not too spicy at all. Perfect amount of clove, perfect amount of Ceylon cinnamon. The most delicious dash of nutmeg throughout. It is fabulous. I even smell that little bit of orange as well, which just kind of gives that hint of like what is to come with the holidays. We all know how I feel about an orange pomander, and the fact that I can smell the orange and the clove in here gives me a little bit of that pomander like vibe to, you know, ease me into the holiday season. But listen, if you have never ever tried this, I honestly cannot recommend it enough. If you're looking for the perfect, warm, cozy pumpkin scent, you cannot go wrong. You just cannot. And again, this with white birch doesn't necessarily sound like it'll be an amazing combo, but it is. Also, yeah, again, this is one of my backups. Right now downstairs, I'm burning these two together, and these actually smell pretty good. At first I was like, I don't know how these two are gonna do together, but I actually really like the combo. So you guys, these are my 5 suggestions for you. I cannot wait to see what other people have to say in terms of what their personal preferences are for cozy fall evening scents. So again, if you're a content creator, please do a video, tag me in it. I cannot wait to see it. If you post on Instagram, tag me over on Instagram. I wanna see all of the coziness. I wanna see all the fall vibes. And if you don't do Instagram, if you don't do YouTube, let me know in the comments down below. Again, I love seeing what you guys are burning as well. So let me know down there. I really appreciate you guys being here today. Let me know if you have any questions. Subscribe if you're new. Give this video a big old fat thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.